Ever thought your ex was toxic? Friend, that was the tutorial level. Welcome to the final boss fight: narcissism, Machiavellianism, psychopathy, aka the Dark Triad, where ego wears armor, manipulation serves the tea, and empathy never RSVPs. Stick around. By the end, you'll spot them faster than a pop-up promising crypto riches. And your ex? They'll cameo bring popcorn. No refunds on psychological whiplash. Hi, I'm your trusty narrator. Picture David Attenborough if he swapped safari shorts for a therapist's couch. Today's exhibit: the Dark Triad, 3 personality traits, skulking through human history like Wi-Fi parasites. First, narcissism, glitter bomb confidence wrapped around a bubble wrap ego. Second, Machiavellianism, the covert ops specialist who can gaslight a goldfish. Third, psychopathy, the ice bucket challenge with legs. Individually, they're a migraine. Together, they're the Avengers, if the Avengers unionized for evil. They charm, scheme, and ghost empathy like it's last season's emoji, all while auditioning for your trust. Statistically, you've already met one. Maybe they're your boss, your barista, or that friend who keeps borrowing your Netflix password. Stay tuned, because in 90 seconds, we'll reveal which one steals someone else's seat at their own wedding and why it might actually pay off. For them, not you. Picture someone who treats a reflective surface like a Netflix original, always renewing for another season. That's a narcissist. On the outside, confidence so bright it needs an SPF rating. On the inside, an ego fragile enough to shatter if you forget to like their latte pic within 3 minutes. They crave admiration the way cats crave keyboards during Zoom calls. No moment is safe. Compliment them and watch their pupils dilate like they've mainlined validation. Criticize them and brace for DEFCON 1. Suddenly, you're the villain in their biography, doomed to live rent-free in a Twitter thread. Social media is their gladiator arena. Every post is a stone tablet announcing, "Behold my flawless brunch, my charity jog, my spontaneous trip to Bali." Behind the ring light lurks a scoreboard. Followers, hearts, applause emojis. Numbers drop, they'll buy bots faster than you can say, "Engagement farm." Here's the twist. Many narcissists are charming fun at parties, dazzling in interviews, first to say "team player," while secretly engraving their name on the trophy. You'll all suspect something's off only when every group photo mysteriously crops into a solo portrait. Stay tuned, because after the break, we'll meet Machiavellians, the chess masters who smile while moving your king to checkmate. Spoiler: their strategy meeting starts the moment you say hello. Imagine the office coffee machine is Westeros, and someone just slithered in wearing a Bluetooth headset instead of a crown. That's your friendly neighborhood Machiavellian, a human embodiment of "it's not personal, it's strategy." They don't just play 4D chess. They've already sold the board on eBay and are leasing you back the pieces at 18% APR. Their superpower? Tactical charm? They'll complement your new haircut while secretly moving your deadline forward by a week, purely to watch the smoke drift from your ears. Behind every small favor is a subplot: information gathering, loyalty testing, or simply keeping you busy so they can snag the last good parking spot. Spot the tells. Ever-shifting alliances. Yesterday, they were lunching with accounting. Today, they're roasting accounting in Slack emojis. Selective transparency. They overshare about their stressful Pilates class, yet redact any detail that might hold them accountable. Flattery boomerangs. Compliments fly out, and obligations come back. "You're the only one I trust with this top-secret project" really means, "Congratulations, you've inherited my boring spreadsheets." And yes, sometimes Macs win, at least short-term. Studies show they climb the corporate ladder like caffeinated squirrels, cashing in favors and plausible deniability. But karma has a memory, and HR keeps receipts. Up next, psychopathy feelings sold separately. Prepare to meet the thrill seeker who thinks empathy is a subscription they forgot to renew. Meet the psychopath. Think James Bond charisma running on Grand Theft Auto morality. They stroll through life like it's a video game set to no consequences, pocketing thrills and ignoring emotional speed limit signs. First giveaway? Chill factor. While everyone else panics over looming layoffs, they're calmly Googling jet ski rentals because stress requires empathy. And empathy's been on backorder since birth. Second clue? Thrill-seeking. These folks collect danger the way others collect fridge magnets. Office rumor mill says budget cuts. They're betting double or nothing on a crypto scheme that was shady before breakfast. Third red flag? Charm that feels counterfeit-proof. They'll lock eyes, mirror your gestures, and laugh at the exact microsecond you do. You'll walk away thinking, wow, we really clicked, while they're internally labeling you useful level 2 NPC. Science backs this up. Studies link high psychopathy scores to fearless dominance, great for hostage negotiations. Less ideal for choosing your roommate. They also have a built-in Teflon conscience. Damage done? They shrug, blame the process, and switch browser tabs. Remember, not all psychopaths are criminals in ski masks. Some wear tailored blazers and know everyone's coffee order. The danger isn't the knife, it's the smile that hides it. Stick around. Next, we'll put all 3 dark triad traits in the same open plan office. Spoiler alert, HR is about to earn its hazard pay. Welcome to the office jungle, where fluorescent lights buzz like anxious bees and the coffee tastes like diluted despair. If a dark triad type lands in management, congratulations, you've just joined a live-action morality experiment. First, the narcissist in chief. They hold meetings mainly so everyone can admire their PowerPoint transitions. They'll commandeer your idea, slap their monogram on it, and announce, "Teamwork makes my dream work." Question them and watch that million-megawatt grin glitch into a Windows 95 error screen. Next, the Machiavellian project lead. Picture a puppet master who moonlights as a spreadsheet. They schedule casual check-ins at 4:59 p.m. Friday, then praise your dedication as you cancel weekend plans data for their loyalty index. Every compliment arrives shrink-wrapped in future obligation. Since you're so detail-oriented, could you also audit the entire Q4 budget? Spoiler: Q4 starts tomorrow. Finally, the psychopath VP. Perpetually unbothered, they stroll past quarterly target meltdowns humming show tunes. They wield charm like a corporate Jedi mind trick. You won't need overtime pay. You'll gain exposure. If layoffs loom, they're already updating LinkedIn during the announcement. Survival tips. Gray rock be as emotionally textured as drywall. Drama addicts detest blandness. Receipts or it didn't happen document. Date stamp. Cloud backup. All lives matter HR. Cubicle neighbors. The janitor who's seen everything. Brace yourself. Next up, dark triad dating. Swipe right, lose your soul. If you thought office politics were spicy, wait until feelings enter the chat. Welcome to the Love Bazaar, where bios sparkle and red flags dress up as confetti. Dark triad types treat dating apps like a carnival claw machine, all flashing lights and catchy music while they fish for emotional plush toys. First move, bait the hook. The narcissist's profile looks like a Vogue cover shoot luxury brunches, deep quotes, and a gym selfie with geometry-defying A's. The Machiavellian's bio reads like a consulting pitch, passionate about synergy, growth hacking, and your untapped potential. Translation: they've already gamified your heart. The psychopath? Minimalist. Here for a good time. Full stop. They know mystery sells. Early texts? They'll rapid-fire compliments. I've never met someone so authentically themselves. Your dopamine lights up like a slot machine jackpot, and that's the point. Then comes the little test A last-minute plan change to see if you'll flex. Pass, and your boundaries just lost their security deposit. Watch for dirty dozen hints. I usually get what I want. Rules are suggestions. My exes say I'm intense, but they couldn't handle honesty. If alarms blare, swipe left like your thumbs owe you hazard pay. Remember, the one who love bombs Tuesday may ghost you by Thursday, only to reappear Friday with you up and a recycled heart emoji. Stick around. Up next, plot twist the dark empath. Spoiler: empathy plus villainy equals the cuddliest chaos you've never seen coming. Just when you thought the nightmare roster was full, enter the dark empath, the Disney-eyed supervillain who does feel your pain and weaponizes it like an air horn at a meditation retreat. Unlike our classic triad terrors, this one actually scores high on emotional intelligence. They sense your mood shifts, notice the tremor in your voice, and clock that micro-flinch you thought nobody saw. Then, plot twist, they use those insights to steer you like a joystick. Their charm feels safer, because empathy is supposed to equal goodness, right? Wrong. They'll remember you hate public speaking and generously volunteer you for the company all hands, earning gratitude from the boss and a panic attack for you. Or they'll comfort text at 2A, not out of kindness, but to keep you addicted to their validation drip. Think of them as a barista who learns your complicated order, nails it every time, then sells your caffeine dependency back to you at triple price. Cozy, classy, deadly. Ready for your DIY dark triad detector kit? First lens, speed. If someone hits intimacy warp drive on day 2, I've never felt this connected. Pause, zoom out. Love grows. Only mold blooms overnight. Second lens, boundaries, sport. Narcissists will accidentally borrow your charger, your time, your weekend, and act insulted when you want them back. Machiavellians probe for secrets. Totally random question, what's your boss's password hint again? Psychopaths? They'll dare you to break rules just to watch you scramble. Third lens, the empathy swivel. Notice how they treat waiters, pets, Wi-Fi, that buffers, basically anything with less power than them. Dark actors drop the mask when the audience can't clap back. And that promised cliffhanger? It has a single question that melts any mask. Why did your last plan fail? Honest people share lessons. Dark triad types rewrite history or blame literally everyone else. Keep that grenade handy. We'll pull the pin later. Time to swap your stormtrooper uniform for a lightsaber of sanity. When a dark triad operator circles your orbit, resist the urge to outdark them. That's like challenging a shark to a breath-holding contest. Instead, 1. Gray rock. Serve the personality equivalent of bland oatmeal. Monosyllabic replies, neutral tone, zero emotional confetti. Dark folks crave drama. Feed them boredom, and they'll ghost faster than a diet app after January. 2. Firm boundaries, written down. Think of agreements as vampires useless until notarized in daylight, whether it's no work texts after 7 p.m. or my fries are not communal. Say it clearly, repeat as needed, and screenshot everything. 3. 3-yes rule. Before agreeing to favors, ask yourself, does this align with my values, my schedule, my mental bandwidth? If you can't say yes 3 times, say a polite but non-negotiable nope. 4. Build a witness bench. Friends, HR, your dog loops someone in. Isolation is dark triad fertilizer. Sunlight stunt their growth. 5. Therapy does not equal defeat. A licensed pro is a personal trainer for your boundaries. Bonus, my therapist says, is the adult version of Science Says, but with couches instead of lab coats. Good news. Studies suggest that consistent boundary enforcement actually bores narcissists, blocks Machiavellians, and bankrupts psychopathic thrill-seeking. Translation? You can make villainy unprofitable. Up next, we tie a sarcastic bow on this saga and cue your triumphant exit music. You made it through the Dark Triad obstacle course with your empathy intact gold star. Emotional Jedi. Quick recap. Narcissists feast on applause. Machiavellians run office soap operas. Psychopaths treat feelings like expired coupons. And dark empaths hug you and steal your Wi-Fi. Now you've got gray rock skills, boundary lasers, and the one question that melts any manipulator. Hungry for the sequel? Hit subscribe next time. We're spotlighting the light triad: kindness, compassion, and people who actually text back.